What's up, YouTube? Ozzy back with another one. Listen, I want to do more of a positive video than talk about Evo and all of that nonsense, right? My man Ed Boon just tweeted, best way to bring back Killer Instinct. Guys, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Ultra! Ultra! Come on. I remember playing in the arcades, yeah? There was every fighting game there, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. But Killer Instinct was the loudest. When you heard the Ultra! You're like combo breaker. I was like, man, what is that game? And you saw people doing crazy combos. Anyway, I haven't played Killer Instinct since the SNES version, right? And it was on the X. It was on the Xbox, if I'm correct. Yeah, it was never on Sony. But why is Ed Boon, director of Mortal Kombat, developer of Mortal Kombat, Scorpion's voice? Why did he just tweet? Look at this tweet. He done a poll. Best way to bring back Killer Instinct. $70 full game Xbox only. $70 full game all systems. Free to play Xbox only. Free to play all systems. Why is he tweeting that? And then someone wrote, is that even a plan? Or is this tweet for engagement? Listen, these guys don't care about engagement. They're not clout chasers, yeah? He goes, not a plan, just curious how you want it. This telling me I don't know how this works, guys. He works for NetherRealm Studios. Did NetherRealm acquire the IP of Killer Instinct? Last time I remember, Ray. I think it was Ray who developed it, or maybe Midway. Midway and Ed Boon got history, right? They published Mortal Kombat. If I'm correct, I don't know. If I'm correct, I think so. But this is huge news. And if you look at the results, right, the polls are interesting, but this is like he's not coming from industry curiosity. I think he's already somehow working on Killer Instinct, guys. Yeah, and he's testing the waters. The best way to release it. You know, Fortnite they release their stuff for free, or is Microsoft exploring? Is Microsoft saying, you know what, let's put it on all platforms. I'm telling you, Killer Instinct on the Nintendo Switch, I would enjoy that. You know, but I don't think this is engagement bait. Anyway, let's look at the polls, right? $70 all systems. That would be like maybe £65 here in the UK. That got 45%. Free to play on all systems, 43%. Xbox only basically finished. No one cared about that, right? So what I got from this was people want that on multi-platform and they don't mind paying whatever, right? And that's the bigger debate here is the price debate, you know? The thing with platform exclusivity, right, is fighting games are dying in general. So if you've got it exclusively on just one platform, the discussion really ends there. Bro, I'll be honest, I don't know anyone who plays on Xbox. And $70 versus free to play, so, you know, what would you rather have? Free to play? I'd rather pay for the whole game, man, and support it, you know, because $70, I think, with a full game, the pros will be got the complete game. None of this monetization, what Namco are doing with season one, all of that. You got the characters. Cons are probably, barriers to entry, in my opinion, Player base might be small. But if it's free to play, the pros are everyone is going to download it. Casuals will download it. More people will come and play, you know. Maybe bigger price for esport. Maybe you might have more esport ecosystem with Evo announcing 10 more events. Uh, yeah, I think the cons with that is again monetization. So it might have service fatigue. What did we take away from this? Is this genuine curiosity? No, I personally think there's going to be a new Killer Instinct coming out, right? They know there's a market for it. Killer Instinct's got some iconic characters, man. Jago, Cinder, Idol, Orchid, Glacier. You know, they even put Battletoads in there, which I thought was phenomenal. I would have played this if this was on a PlayStation, genuinely, right? But I think they're already planning on releasing it, but that tweet was for market engagement, genuinely. Now, for me, the important part about if they're going to release Killer Instinct, right? They can't make the mistakes of Mortal Kombat. My brother Mike Hollow talks about it a lot. But for me, I think the biggest thing is I like to play online. Strong rollback netcode. I think that's is so important, guys. And it's got to be crossplay. You got to have crossplay, and the content has to be consistent. It can't be like Tekken making you wait for ages for your favorite characters. Be consistent, and it's got to have the iconic voice. Ultra, ultra. Like, oh man, the game is iconic, right? So if they stay true to the original game, maybe have some add-ons, but don't make it. The game's crazy as it is, but just touch it up, man. Bring it into 2025, 26. Killer Instinct was always about the combos. Tekken is going that way. It's trying to be like, combos. I like combos when Main Man was doing it or when Bull Rage was doing it. That's when I like combos. Like watching freestylers. They're like freestylers, yeah? Like Ronaldinho and whatnot. Killer Instinct, don't go down the Tekken route. Make it about combos. Let Tekken do combos and everything. Have your identity. Your identity is combos, yeah? You got Tekken 8, you got Street Fighter, you got Mortal Kombat. Where does Killer Instinct fit? I made a video about DOA, and the community really helped me with DOA because I didn't know where it fit. I know where Killer Instinct fits, and Killer Instinct is all about combos, right? And you got to guess, you can break the combos. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Will you guys uh, will you guys buy uh, if it's exclusive to Xbox or if it's on all platforms? Or like, what did you guys make of that poll? Where do you sit in that poll? That's the interesting question. Would you want it free to play, or would you want it $70 everything? I'm old school. So I'd rather have it all, to be honest. But yeah, very interesting tweet. So interesting. Ed Boon. That's like Harada tweeting that, right? I'd expect that from Harada because he's left. So where does this leave Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat is in tatters right now. Such an iconic game. It, Mortal Kombat, I'll be honest with you guys, I watch Mortal Kombat storyline. I can never watch the gameplay. It never had, for me, it never had gameplay. I understand there's skill to it. I get it. But that Sonic Fox guy, he came into Tekken and you saw the levels. Tekken is gameplay, bro. That's levels right there. And I don't want to hear people say, yeah, it's got this. Bro, Tekken, there's too many variables. So when he came into Tekken, he realized, man, there's actually big levels to this. So let me know what you guys think. Where does that leave Mortal Kombat? Is there going to be another Mortal Kombat? Well, I don't know. But it seems like he's working on Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct fans, you should be excited. I am. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like the video, give it a like. Hit the subscribe button, man. Really helps out the channel. And peace. Aussie out.